Hi listeners, welcome to my channel. We have covered the overview of July and the Cancer season, the Cancer new moon, and the volatility we will experience in August, and we have seen a preview of that volatility already in early part of July. Today we are going to go deeper into each sign to understand what needs to be initiated to support this volatility over the course of these 2 weeks, and what oppositions we are about to face to our new starts and new efforts or beginnings in July. Understanding this is key to handling the volatility we would see peak in August. As I said, we cannot do Leo season in August without understanding the requisite support from Cancer season. Influence holds for 2 weeks and moon is now visible, making this the right time to plant new seeds in line with the specific themes we would discuss for your sign. You should check your rising sign followed by sun or moon sign. Rising is most accurate, though career perspective holds from sun sign as well. Moon sign gives more information on the influence on personal life. As this complements the Capricorn full moon, do check that if you haven't checked for your specific zodiac sign, because that will merge with the trends we discussed today for your sign. I publish all of my written content now on Substack. You can sign up for my free newsletter on it so you receive all the transit updates as a written transcript for you to reference anytime you want. I would like to thank my patrons for their support for the channel. If you would like to support my work, if you find it meaningful or helpful in any ways to you, at cost of a coffee a month, you can choose to become a patron to support the content of this channel. I will leave the link to both in details. My name is Charu, and now our channel's name is also Astrology with Charu. I hope you like the new name. I'm your host on this journey, so let's dig in. Hi Aries, this season infuses fresh energy into your house of home, family, place of living, emotional foundations, parenthood, parents, property, urging you to sow a new seed to grow your comfort, to strengthen your personal foundations. Cancer season activates your critical axis. So while it can feel like high pressure situation, some very fruitful changes are made. It's a great time to organize home, make improvements in home, cleaning up, decluttering, creating a safe personal space, renew relationships, sell, buy, refinance, move, remodel home and real estate. Intuitive insights come with ease during this time. Listen to your gut and honor your feelings at this time, especially make yourself comfortable. Topic of intimacy and vulnerability will come up in personal relationships as you become more aware of your needs. It's the time of reorganization of personal priorities and putting what makes you feel safe and secure at the top of the list, which could mean changes in your place of living, changes in the family dynamics, changing in the way you connect with others in your family. Over past 2 years, we have had eclipses which might have brought some changes in your personal life or place of living, and this would be a time to take a step to begin a new start there. At the very least, we relax a bit at home, have good food, and go meet our parents. It's a good time to make long term plans as you get busy with personal activities or family obligations. Do not forget that it's the right season for you to think about where you're going, where the future is. In some ways, you might be structurally rebuilding your foundations, and this is the time to figure out how to get back your footing. If the past few years have impacted our confidence in self, it's the time when we try to get back on our feet. Fulfillment is at the center of the decisions which are taken, and because it's a cardinal season, it's angular activity for us, so some very critical life decisions are taken, and they will be driven by the factor to give you more safety, to make you feel more secure, to make you feel more fulfilled. Open up about how you feel and ask for it. If you need support, this is the time to ask for it, especially from your family members and even the friends which are like family to you. Do not try to adjust by brushing off your requirements at this time or shortchange your feelings, because the short term can become a trend for long term. You're nourishing your foundations right now so you can support taking a risk in future. So you can support your future outer growth. You have to fill your cup right now, and it doesn't have to be a 2 week process, but we have to set some structure in place over the course of these 2 weeks to make it happen. This does involve how we nourish ourselves, both emotionally and physically. And some fundamental changes need to be made there. This is the house of deep psychology, and the only way to get a firm ground here is by strengthening your inner world. We accept what's over, what's behind us, as well as we look forward to what's ahead of us. We retain the awareness of the past and how it has influenced us, but we stop living in the past. This is a change of season of our emotional and psychological life. This new start can support the volatility that you feel in your financial situation and sense of worth, which could pan out as a financial support from family or feeling more sure to take on that financial volatility in your future as you feel more emotionally stable. Or there could be a new ray of hope in form of a real estate asset, a fixed asset, support from family, or a place of living, which can help you support this volatile time you're seeing, especially in your financial house. But this doesn't automatically flow. You need to ask for the support. You need to find the support. Remember, every generation leaves world with one progressive step by stepping out of traditions to create a new precedence for their future generation. Your value system, your means of earning, they are being changed. And this aspect supports moving out of your comfort zone. You have to remember that you are leaving the world changed for your future generations. So create a new precedence for your future generation. This is an angular house, so some critical life decisions might be taken over these 2 weeks, especially if you have your rising sun or moon around 18 degrees of Aries, maybe 3 degrees before and after. So 15 degree to 21 degrees of Aries, this would be a very critical life change, which will be around 7th of April born Aries. Aries, this is an angular house for all of you, so it's an opportunity of a new start in home, place of living, family, thinking about where your life is going in terms of longer term plans for all of you. You are receiving a beautiful water trine right now, which makes you great in perceiving the trends and moods. You would experience feelings of others as yours. And sometimes we reconnect with someone close, like a parent who has passed on, and that gives us a lot of information. This is intuitive information coming your way, which can help you. Any level of rest, isolation, retreat, yoga, charity, working behind the scene, working on creative or psychological endeavors could reveal a masterpiece and great comfort to soul. As I said, this would be challenged fairly soon, which is around 17th of July. So this you taking care of yourself and your home and family and private life will get challenged around 17th of July, and that could happen through a power struggle or opposition to your personal work or decision from an authority figure or from a father figure or a controlling figure in your life. This is especially true for 25 degree of Aries or around 14th of April born. We need to be careful. This could be a verbal spat or a fight for control in your personal life, and there could be a balance of your work and personal life that can come to focus, or a lack of balance between your outer life and inner life, which comes into focus. It will really make it very clear to you that something needs to be irrevocably changed. Irrevocably changed in your personal life, irrevocably changed in how we handle authority, because Pluto in your house of authority wants you to take control of your life. It wants you to own your external life, being firm in being the sole decision maker of where your life is going. Pluto here wants to bring out strength, endurance that you didn't even know below the surface that you had. And that could come out through a conflict. But what will happen as a result of this conflict and this opposition is that our conviction in where we want to go and what we stand for as an authority, both in our personal life and our professional life, that will get strengthened. Because Pluto brings out and removes whatever is fake and weakening within us. And that happens through pressure. There's a part of us that needs to die for a more powerful part of us to emerge, and that will happen through a conflict around 17th of July, and then that can verbally come again around 25th of July. Jupiter is spending some last few days in Pisces in July, which supports you in removing any fears, any below the surface complexes that block your expression, and it adds more soulful comfort and creativity to you. It will bring more benefits in 2022, but around 1 degree of Aries or around 22nd of March born could receive some very beneficial intuitive messaging or have a positive personal conversation till about in the towards the middle of July, like now. Maybe you have received some of that. And that is a beneficial information that we need to work through. It can even be driven by Neptune transit. Both Jupiter and Neptune right now are in your house of intuitive messaging, which means that there are some very positive influences which are coming through. This could be, a casual conversation with somebody at home, or just an intuitive messaging coming to you when you are in a moment of peace, and that solves a riddle that can support you, that can especially support you in knowing how to start something new in your home, especially if you're trying to do something totally out of your comfort zone, where to live, how to resolve this issue possibly in your personal life that might come to surface with this conflict. It can give you intuitively and through ease of conversation with someone an information that was missing, that was not visible to you. And this is true for 2 degrees, especially one I highlighted, 1 degree of Aries where Jupiter is acting. Neptune is at around 23 degrees right now. That is around 12th of April born Aries. So the cusp born and the 12th of April born, couple of days before, 2 or 3 days before or after, you would find this a very important moment of, like when we have a messaging out of nowhere, messaging from beyond, which can come through somebody. It could come through a friend, it could come through a friend who's like a family, or it could come through a person of your family. Both Jupiter and Neptune, they positively influence your house of spiritual pursuits, hidden talents, hidden pursuits, as well as hidden demons and enemies. Psychological complexes, they are handled very well in July, and I would request you to use this time because it helps you go out of your comfort zone when Jupiter is here. It will fully be here in 2022, but you might receive some information. Jupiter over here is like a hand of God, like something out of nowhere. It clicks or is known. There is no reason for us to run into somebody. There is no reason for us to meet somebody, but we do, and that brings an intuitive message to you, which can help you find your place, find a resolution to this conflict, especially if there is an imbalance you're feeling between your personal life and your professional life. Like I know somebody, they're facing issue in where do they live because the work they're doing is not possible to be done from a place of living. Intuitive messages around that, around your place of living, your home, family, the balance between your career and your home life, as well as if you're feeling inhibited in some ways, to take a leap of faith, to go out of your comfort zone to do something. This could be a brilliant time. We're taking a moment of rest. We're taking a moment of spiritual pursuit by taking a moment of comfort at home with your friends, with your family, could bring some output which is completely unseen by you. It was not possible for you to create that output. So some hidden information, hidden talent, hidden pursuit could come to surface and help you if you take a moment to reconnect with yours and reconnect with yourself right now. Neptune and Jupiter, they will both be together here in 2022. I spoke of it in your 2022 preview video, which you can also review to know how to take advantage of that, because Jupiter will be moving out of it, going into your house of networks in August, which is very beneficial to you. But Jupiter in July will expand your consciousness, expand your spiritual pursuit, expand a hidden side which you did not see before, and it's going to bring some hidden benefits that you did not see existing before. You have to tap into that, you have to let that flow through you, and that can only happen when you are in a moment of rest, when you are in a moment of comfort with somebody, when you are in a moment of comfort with your home, family, friends, and your own self. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next video now. Thank you.